Where's those Yetis at? There you go.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, you get ready. You want to know down the back? Or
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
okay. You can spin it. Yeah, it's pointing at you. Boom.
Let's go.
Get her done, son. Good shot.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh, it stayed.
Hey, fuck.
3.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn good blocker right there.
Oh, good bag.
No! Oh wow, it went in. Shit. Thought that got shaped.
Uh-oh. 9-5.
4. CJ up front. All right. Oh. Good shot.
Hey.
There it
All right,
is.
3.
3.
Let's go.
Great bag.
Bag.
That's straight up textbook right there.
Oh. Oh, good try. Thought you were going to try and cut it.
Oh!
1.
Was that 2 to 1?
Yeah, that's 2 to 1.
Oh, you gotta love those. That's like winning with 7 deuce in poker. Yeah.
Kick that back, Cat. No.
Oh. 4.
Tied
Man,
up.
so it's 8 up. 8. You need 8.
Keep it up. Shot. CJ.
Perfect block.
What do you think?
I mean, you have your that easy roll there, but shooting, you could drag it. You know my aerial. Got it.
Attaboy! Nice. What do you think, Junior?
Step out and push into the.
Yeah.
You don't want to come. You don't want to come too hard because if you kick hard, shoot.
Senior minutes.
Exactly.
5.
Yeah.
Ah! I was trying to push hard,
I
or
think-
just it'll roll by itself.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why maybe stepping out and taking
Right.
a little, taking that up like possibly. But I mean,
But I'm totally fucking just basically shaking.
Attaboy. Good bag. Good bag.
fuck.
Is there a wash?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So it's 13-8.
Yeah.
One.
Up, George.
Good bag, CJ. Good bag. Two. 13-11.
Is that your preferred bag, CJ?
It is. Wish I knew how to prove better though. That's more flat. The genuine Yeti.
Good bag. 15-13.
Good bag. CJ's on fire, man. Where's the fireman at? Where's Dylan when you need him?
Serious? Three. All right, let's go. 19-13.
Oh, I just got upcharged. Shit.
Good bag. You're gonna have to go in and not take it. Huh? He's at least sticky side down, but you're gonna have to bring both of your bags in and not take them. Otherwise,
I already see you gotta go fast side. I think you can go slow side because it's Phoenix. Probably normal bag.
oh, good game. Caught fire. You caught fire.
Dude, crazy fire. I'm even shocked.
Good.
Alright. Now we're gonna have a 2 out of 3 game. The Garnica Bowl. Ready? Make sure the dog is good, and it doesn't have to go. Was there a point there?
No.
Okay. Nice shot. Dude, oh, it came back. And you where home was.
Yeah, we should dump the black one.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
But once you go black, you don't go back, bro.
Yeah.
You should take them with you.
Yeah.
Oh, great
Oh,
shot.
good bag. Thank you.
That's hole control.
That's not worth it. It's too hard to fucking. Hey, you're switch side down. Yeah.
As long as it was there a score there?
Yeah, 4.
He got 4. 5-0. Was that 10-5?
Yes.
Look at you going on a streak. 10-0.
He's had my number for a while.
I just switch cell phone companies. Blocker.
I got green.
2.
2 for the left side.
Oh, where's that?
Oh.
Phoenix.
Wow.
So
2.
2. You broke the seal?
I got 2 down there too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was your 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a 4-10 match. Good bag.
Oh, 2. My way.
Look at you chewing it up. 6-10, right side. I mean left side. Nice. Seven, 7-4. All right, 14-6.
There we go.
Was that a Big Tex?
9. Yep. Oh shit. That's a 9.
Good God. That's a 15. So it's 15-14. We got a good match here. As expected. It's the tree versus the apple.
That's right.
No. 1.
15.
Yep.
First to 6.
15-15.
Trying to throw it right at Johnny's face.
2.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
But you got hole control though.
Oh, that's 17. Give it 3.
Yeah,
20-15.
This is where I got my 9. See if I can get it back.
Because if I go here, you have to.
Yeah, I know.
If I would. This game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh!
Wow.
3.
3.
Yeah.
18-20.
I ain't shooting that.
Why?
Huh? Because I'll fucking come over here and piss on everything.
No, I did it again. I'm at least one back in.
Oh.
Twenty-one 18.
What's that?
All right. Sweet. You gonna sit in the middle? You gonna sit in the side?
Sit right here.
Okay. Cool.
Where you sitting?
I got this chair.
Okay.
So you can just slide that over. Cool. Are we rolling, Josh? Do we got enough tape? There we go. The Garnicas are here.
What's happening, man?
What's up, man?
How are you?
We
Thanks for
we
having us
actually
out
started with a game, and we're all like, got the blood flowing.
That's right.
Yeah. This young man, his airmail was just off the freaking hook.
Hell, you threw fire in your game.
Yeah, that was
Surprisingly.
Yeah, you caught fire there at the end.
Hey, speaking of fire, can you hand me my fire? That red?
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's so weird how that happens. The other day when BG came by, I was like, you know, I know anybody can get hot at any time, and I'll be honest with you, I was hoping I was going to get hot against you. It just didn't happen.
Against BG.
Yeah, he just has that look, man, like he's looking right through you. You know what I mean? He just got that, like a serious look all the time.
Yeah, he's not. Well, I've seen him in Shreveport last year.
Yeah,
He got emotional, and then I think that.
When the tall guy beat him?
No, when he was playing against Kevin.
Yeah.
And he was.
And he was having fun. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
anything, but he was just. That was the first time that I saw him kind of react to the game. You know.
Oh yeah, when he was dancing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but typically I
You think it's because he knew he was gonna win? Like they were just blowing him out? Is that what
No,
it was?
Kevin told me it was BG trying to get in Kevin's head.
Oh.
He knew which I mean, I would think throwing against BG that it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? Especially
Yeah.
when you kind of know he's.
Because that was
not
BG and John
well.
White, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when John won singles and doubles.
Yeah.
Kevin was an up and comer open player.
Yeah, him
at
and
the time,
Angel.
right?
Yeah, there's him and
Yeah,
Angel.
that was
them really making their name.
that. That might have been Kevin's first Open or second.
I think it was, man.
Could have been
'Cause
his
I
first.
think he
Could
won
have been
at
his first
Abilene.
Open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could have been.
I think he had ran with.
Yeah. But I mean, Open SIG.
No,
I think Abilene, he.
played one or two.
Abilene he was
played
competitive, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Him and Chase Luster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when Skilly and Willoughby and all them. When we didn't go to.
Oh,
Had he go to Abilene?
Right. We didn't go to Albany. That was the only one we since we started playing 3 years ago, that's the only one we've missed.
Dude,
And
you
I'm-
missed out on the most like soap opera drama bag fight that happened.
Abilene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah.
Did you go to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went there for bags and I left.
Oh, did
I
you?
didn't even play. But
You went
that's
to
what
three
sucks too. I fucking went there for bags and I didn't even get any bags.
Why? They were sold out?
Well,
No,
because
you went
the
to
whole
trade.
point was, at the very last minute, they told everybody there was not going to be no
Oh, that's
Yetis, no
right.
Krakens.
That's right. I remember.
And so I was like, damn, I can't stay here that long. I gotta go.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they had the Yetis and Krakens at the end of the night.
You drove all the way to Abilene?
Yeah. Yes. And then of course I had to pay premium for it. That's when they re-released the White Yeti again. And of course I freaking just, and then they had the gold with the black stripe Yeti that first came out.
Yeah.
Of course I had to pay premium for that. I would have gotten one of them for, face value, but I should have fucking played, I guess.
What got you into cornhole?
Well, I've always played it in the backyard like everybody else, but the thing is that, I just, being an artist, loving colors, I was just like, dude, this is freaking beautiful. Like, that's my favorite bag is that red one.
Really?
The red Ace of Spade.
Really?
You came across
Gorgeous.
bags on Facebook and then
Yeah. How did you
No.
get tapped into?
TCO.
Well, I had boards here, and then my buddy Gabe Jimenez came by one day and was like, hey man, you play cornhole? I was like, yeah. He goes, I need a partner for social at North Texas. And I was
Okay.
like, I don't know what that is, but I'm down. So I fucking went. And then that's when I started seeing all these bags being thrown around. I'm like, dude, this is fucking badass. I was more infatuated by the bags than the game.
Because how many SIGs did you go to that you didn't even play?
Fucking three, yeah.
So why didn't you, while you were there, why didn't you feel inclined to play?
Dude, I guess I just never took it seriously because I remember people would be like, hey man, so you going? I would just hear conversations. So you going to SIG, man? You going to SIG? You going to SIG? And I was like, what the fuck is a SIG? You know what is it? Is that a,
Yeah,
is that a
we were
talent?
saying, yeah.
So
we were
you didn't know they were signatures when you were going? You were just
No.
going to. Oh.
No. When I was going to North Texas, I thought that was it.
Oh, you thought that was the biggest scale?
That was it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
SIG, I thought this was a separate entity. These
Gotcha.
people are going somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You didn't know it was
another-
part of that
right,
whole.
right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then, shit, if I would have known, I would have fucking went there at least for bags too, but I didn't. The first couple of SIGs, or the first SIG, like the one in Mesquite, I didn't even know what it was.
Because when.
I should have went.
How
If I would have
long?
went to Mesquite, I would have gotten some brand new Yetis and
So not even a little over a year and a half.
yeah.
Because
Right around.
well, remember College Station, we went to College Station fall of last year, right? That's when Minotaurs
You
came
went
out.
there?
Yeah, we were
That's
there.
fucking- dude, that's
Yeah.
one of the ones I wish I would have went to.
Yeah, because they had.
Our first SIG was Mansfield.
Correct. But the College Station one was when the Minotaur
Mm-hmm.
and the Yeti came out.
Mm-hmm. And the red Yeti especially.
Yeah.
That was at the indoor soccer field, right?
No, no. College Station was at that where they do rodeo stuff. It's real
Mhm.
cold in there.
How many SIGs have we played?
Well, we've only missed Abilene. I'm gonna miss this one, so that's the only second one in 3 years.
So when y'all went to that College Station one, what head were y'all in? Were y'all like we're playing to win, or were y'all just kind of like we're just checking it out?
Well, we played. No. We were playing competitive by that time.
Oh really?
Yeah, in College Station we were playing competitive. Mansfield was our first ever big event, and that was social.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think after
Mansfield was before College Station.
yes, that was it'll be 3 years this coming September.
So what bags were released there that are badass?
Nothing. It wasn't like that.
So College Station was the first.
State series were the first TCL bags we had bought. Those heavy suede,
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
as
the
shit.
Stick and slick.
yeah. But before, like the SIG in Mansfield
rattlers.
and Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
because Tyler was after Mansfield, bags weren't distributed the way they had a store, but it wasn't the
Game
you had to-
Changers
Yeah,
were
Game
the
Changers
bag.
were the bag.
The fucking bag.
Were
We
Game
paid
Changers
200.
already released before Mansfield?
Yes,
Yeah.
but they had already stopped production. They had stopped that
Oh.
agreement, so you were having to get them on the secondhand market.
Yeah, we
And
paid $200 for our first.
from Fernando.
God.
Yeah, Fernando. We bought our first Game Changer because that was, back then that's a lot of guys were throwing Game Changers,
Oh, it was Game Changers, Republics,
board bullies.
board bullies.
Yeah. Those were the bags. You
Dude,
didn't.
I had to pay premium for all my Minotaurs, like the new stuff I got.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I first got in, and I would see Trey Sparks and freaking
Duffy.
Duffy just auctioning off these freaking bags for high dollar, and I would freaking buy 2 or 3 spots because I was like, I want those damn bags.
Yeah.
And then whenever I would win, I'd keep them. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'd find out who won, I'd be like, that's all. I was like, okay, who won it? All right. DM, what's up, man? I know you ain't got the bags yet, and Duffy lives down the street from me. So can we make a deal that I can just go talk to Duffy and tell him to give me my bags? And they'd be like, who are you again? And then, okay, well, I want this much. Like, sold. You know what I mean?
So you weren't even a hard.
No, I wasn't even gonna freaking throw them. I
And
knew from that
You weren't
beginning.
even countering.
No,
You just paid
No.
whatever they.
no. But think about it. Like they spent what $50 or $60 on the thing, whatever.
Yes.
And they definitely didn't give a shit about the bags. I'd be like $250. You know?
Sure.
And back then for a Minotaur, that's a good deal.
Sure.
For a brand new Minotaur.
Especially for-
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I guess I just had that vision like, dude, I've never seen a Minotaur. Especially as I was like, I want to see one in person.
Yeah.
So I need to pay whatever it takes to get this fucking bag so I can see it in person. And then once I got my first Minotaur, I was like, they got different colors? Oh my God. And so I just freaking nut. Just a nut for it. You know what I mean?
Have you been like that your whole life with stuff? Like you get really into
Focused in on-
shit and
Yeah.
yeah,
If you ask my wife, yeah.
yeah, it's
What was it before Cornhole? Bags.
Well, as far as like something like that's noticeable, that's kind of crazy is I got into birds.
Which you got a pair.
Yeah. At one point I had just about every bird at PetSmart. Dude, I had I had a big ass fucking cage the size of this area we're in, and about 6 foot tall, and I fucking had every bird from PetSmart just coexisting inside. And
In your house?
in the patio.
Holy shit, that'd
And,
be loud as fuck.
Yeah, dude, I'm just fucking weird like that. And I was thinking like if I build like a badass bird sanctuary, these birds that they got separate at PetSmart are gonna get along. They're gonna be like, you know.
Wow. So were you buying just parakeets, all kinds of birds? Yeah.
Oh my god. He's fucking like bringing the birds into the fucking thing.
Dude, everything, dude. Those little,
fucking guys
the
do that.
parakeets, the fucking
Oh
zebras,
my god.
everything. Whatever go to PetSmart right now, everything they got, I've had it.
Wow.
You know, and I bought all those little fake tree branches. I made a badass looking freaking sanctuary. And now they didn't like each other.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you do research? I don't think.
No.
Oh, they
They're
had problems.
supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
was
were-
gonna say.
At the very minimum, they didn't even hang out. They were just kind of like,
Wow. Oh,
they had their own
that's
little,
I never clicked.
Wow.
yeah. And you know what?
In a fucking prison.
And it stemmed because my dad was that type of guy who was real. And you know what's funny is that about my dad, what I loved about him as a kid is what I hate about him now.
What do you mean?
He's very just like, sure, whatever, yeah, it's cool. Just, yeah, go ahead and do it, you know? And so at 14, he would be like, oh, you want to drive my truck? Boom, here's my keys. You just let me drive.
Really?
14 years old. I basically learned to drive on my own.
Really?
Yeah, luckily I didn't wreck.
Yeah.
And the same thing, I built a cage, and I was catching birds or whatever, and like, I'd be like, hey Dad, I saw a nest up there. I think there's some birds. You think you can get that bird for me? It didn't matter if it's like if it's the tree at Subway or somebody's lawn. My dad's up there climbing a tree to get a bird for me. And I'm over here trying to raise that damn bird. You know what I mean? And most of the time I'd save the bird, and the bird would like me and stuff. And except now, you know, as adults, I'm thinking like, man, I got to take less risks because, you know, you can get in trouble if you do this, you do that, you know. And he's just like, no, what? You're selling that car? Okay, yeah, I'll buy it. It doesn't have a title? No, okay, who cares? I'll buy it. You know, and I'm like, well, you're gonna buy a car with no title. You know what I mean? That's
Oh yeah. No,
yeah. You know, it's because my dad's real like, in Mexican is like ranchero.
Correct.
He's from the country. He
Yeah.
just thinks everything's back the way it was in the old school days.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, dude, no. You gotta have a title, or just whatever.
Yeah, that you have to do things by the book.
You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna be, you know, adulting.
Correct. Well, and it's funny because between me and him, it's opposite. I'm more like, man, you got to do things a certain way, follow the rules, and he's kind of been like, if there's a way that we can maneuver our way around the rules, and I'd be like, dude, son, you can't do that, man.
And I definitely have, I think, shown him that sometimes, like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But then I
Okay.
think he's learned as he's gotten older.
Oh, definitely.
That
Absolutely.
there is a reason that you do
There's a-
certain things,
right.
right?
No,
That-
absolutely.
Yeah, there's gotta be a
I was-
balance.
Yeah,
there's gotta be a
in-
balance.
In my younger 20s, I was reckless and I made dumb decisions.
How old are you now?
31.
Oh yeah, you're a young buck still.
I feel like it, but I mean, no, cornhole for us has seriously, it's undescribable. The fucking, just.
Dude, and it's brought you all
benefits.
together too, man. Y'all
It,
like
you don't
y'all
even
play
understand.
together. I got a badass picture of
You
y'all playing.
seriously have no idea. I mean, it shames me to say it as a son, but me and my dad weren't close. We didn't have a super strong relationship because we really
Well,
didn't have
well-
anything to bond. We got
Yeah.
along and we'd spend time together and stuff, but we just
But
didn't
not
have
this
something.
close.
Well,
No.
up until he was like probably 14 years old,
Mhm.
I coached him in soccer. It
Always-
was always,
always
baseball,
there,
always
never missed a game.
right,
No-
everything,
nothing.
right?
Really?
We did everything.
Oh, mom
But then
and dad.
it got to high
always
school
there.
when it kind of
Mhm.
went this way, right?
Yeah,
and
high
then-
school's tough, man, because you got to deal with girls.
Yeah,
you got to
everything.
deal with your peers.
Correct.
So,
So we-
Grades.
So we got really lucky. I went out to a golf event with a vendor and out in Tyler, Texas, and they busted up some cornhole boards. Swear to you, I'd never seen the game before. Never had seen it. No. I showed up and I was like, and there was a guy there that was pretty good. He goes, "You want me to show you how to throw the bag?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Hey, where's that guy at now?
And well, I bet you that guy's a TCL player because he was pretty good.
Yeah.
I just don't know who it was because he was just a, just a guy, right?
Yeah.
And after that, man, I was hooked. Went to build boards, played in the backyard, and then we played in a tournament. It'll be 3 years.
3 years?
In this summer. It was on a Saturday, and I told him, I said, "Hey, you want to go play with me?" And I already played with my other son in Quitman the weekend before. Josh and AJ
Jeremy?
were there. Jeremy. Yeah, I went and played with Jeremy out in Quitman.
Is it with a G or a J?
J.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he's called, all his buddies call him Germ.
Germ. Yeah, of course.
Right.
I got a buddy named Jeremy. I call him Jeremy. And he hates it.
So, but he likes it. Right?
Yeah.
He goes by. The weekend before, it was in summer, like I said, 3 years ago in summer. Me and him go out to Quitman. Josh and AJ are there. I don't know who Josh and AJ are.
They were there?
Yeah, because first place was $1,000.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know who they were. AJ was a guy that you remember.
Yeah.
Right? I saw him. Here's a guy, wearing sandals with socks. I didn't even see him play. I didn't even know if he was any good. We win a couple, we get knocked out, we go back. Next weekend we go to, there's a small tournament in White Rice. First place is to meet Darren Woodson. So I told him, I said, "You want to go play?"
Darren Woodson was there?
No. That was the prize.
Oh, okay, wait. Just later to meet him, okay.
Yes.
That was a fundraiser.
Which,
Fundraiser for a baseball team.
yes, which, it didn't work out. It fell through. And they
Here's
ended up
a
having,
signed football.
yeah,
And,
that's,
Oh.
Yeti or some
yeah.
shit.
Damn
And,
it. A bait and switch.
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a
Kind of
fun.
like that Texarkana tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's
Right.
fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, with Kevin you're talking about.
Yes.
But
Can't do that.
they, we go up there, and I told him, I said, "You want to go play?" And since that day, it was from 0 to 60, dude.
Fuck.
Hey, imagine if the cornhole community, because that's why I didn't even mention what this place is, but imagine if 20 people just freaking called that restaurant like, "Hey, I need a to-go order, blah, blah, blah," and then they don't show up.
Correct.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
For these people that had to drive 2.5 hours,
Oh no, it's messed up. Yeah,
you
but
cook all that food and then they don't even show up, you don't get paid,
Well,
you did all that for nothing, you
Ro-
waste the product.
Robo ran a tournament probably 6 months ago or so, and it was for the Special Olympics. And it was kind of late notice that I even heard about it, but it was $1,000 first place, 500 for second. It was 8 teams, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, $20 and $40 a team entry, and they still paid it out.
Damn.
But they guarantee.
He gives a fuck about his rep too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
This other
Yeah,
places
I mean-
are just trying to get in the game, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
I
no,
mean,
they
I-
see the draw. They hear the numbers of
Yeah.
people that come, the amount of beer they drink, the money they spend.
Dude, if they would have just paid anyways, after
That
these TC
alone.
originals, they would have went over there.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, that would have bought them.
Especially people talking, "Man, dude, the crawfish there is badass." Like, I don't know, I want to try it. Yeah.
Or you at least have to anticipate, which if you're gonna have a tournament outside, why would you not look up the weather, and then put in that go look if this is too extreme conditions, we can't, maybe.
Well, from what I read,
Or
they-
have
they
a
didn't-
minimum, like we've said, you have to have a minimum requirement,
Mm-hmm.
minimum 12 teams for the payout, or a sliding
That's
scale.
where they fucked out. They didn't put a minimum.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, because I played in poker tournaments that it's guaranteed if we have this many entries, because they got to protect themselves. I
Well,
get
got
it,
to.
right?
You
I
can
mean,
just tell
yeah.
it's a rookie move what they did. They had no idea.
Sure, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't expect anybody to just go out there and they're gonna slap down $1,000 and then two teams show up and it's like, "Hey, let's chop it up and let's go with $500 each."
Yeah.
I get it. You
Yeah.
know, they're that's why a lot of them set it up to the point where they've promoted it. All those other things. So
I almost feel like going there now just to check it out.
yeah, it's just the fact that they didn't, from what I read, they didn't even ask them
Nothing.
No.
if they were cool with playing.
No.
It started at 11 and they closed it down at 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin said
they were putting up the boards, right?
Yeah, he didn't get out of his truck. Yeah.
Yeah, and they drove a long way, 100 miles, right?
Look how much we've seen that in Cornhole in the last year and a half of whether it be a bag maker or people making boards or starting a region. How many people have we seen try and start it and it doesn't fucking work?
Tell me this. Do you think that's a good moment? Like what happened there, is that a good moment for a Karen? Do you think that's what happened is like all the cornhole players that showed up, neither one of them was a Karen. If a Karen would have shown up, like she wouldn't have let that shit go.
Maybe.
She'd have been like, no, you're at least gonna give me a free meal.
Yeah, we got
something
out of it. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
But everybody just like,
especially to drive that fucking far.
God.
And at least have a tournament.
Yeah.
At least run a fucking 100% payout tournament. You know. Do $300.
I think the reason
something.
Kevin and them didn't stay was because they knew there was all kinds of tournaments over here. They came right back.
Yeah.
Right?
He came and played. I was in Rockwall.
Yeah.
And he came and I think he. Yeah.
Freaking, they got third place, right?
Yeah, him and Dylan. That's right. They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. They lost to BG and Juanito.
Yeah. No, BG and Ty.
Well, yeah, Juanito got second and BG got first.
Yeah. I don't know who did Juanito play. Who did Ty and BG beat in Rock?
Juanito and Justin.
Yeah.
Let's see, it was
Yeah, Justin.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Brad.
it was Kevin and Dylan, and they lost to, well, it's Juanito and Justin Brazy.
Brazy.
Yeah.
Is it Brassy or Brazy?
I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
I don't feel bad about mispronouncing people's names because my name's Nieves, and most people can't say it, so.
Neves.
Neves.
Yeah, we get Garnica.
Yeah.
Garnica.
Can y'all speak Spanish?
Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but yes.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
I wish
I didn't know if y'all were Italian or Mexican. I didn't know at the
Yeah,
time.
not Mexican. You fluent?
Yeah. But you know what? I wasn't fluent until I started working here.
Really?
I started working here in 2001.
Uh-huh.
So what? September 11 happened. 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just spoke Spanish all the damn time once I got here. And haven't looked back since, man.
Have you painted all this?
Yeah.
Really?
All this shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he said it took him 3 months to paint that. I asked him earlier.
You are
If you think about it though, it's like,
very talented.
what idiot is gonna spend 3 months painting that thing over there?
That's cool though.
The same idiot who's fucking trying to get a bunch of birds to coexist.
But is that your, but I assume that's kind of like your therapy though.
Oh my god. I think so, man. I get focused into something and I just go all into it, man.
So were you an artist when you were younger?
No.
Really?
Dude, everything you see in here right now was basically my sketch getting to become an artist.
So when
All the artwork over there in the other rooms,
It's all freehand? Or have you used some stencils and stuff?
well, it depends. Well, I go off first, let's say I'm gonna do something with Jerry Jones, right?
Yep.
I'm like, I wanna find a picture of Jerry Jones that's sexy.
Okay.
I want him to look sexy. You know what I mean? And same thing with homeboy over there, Coach of the Year or Dirk. You know what I mean? I have to pick something that looks good, and then I go off that, and then I change it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Because a lot of times people ask me like, "Hey, can you paint this or whatever?" And a lot of times it's something that I'm like, "Man, it doesn't inspire me." Like, if I really want to do it, I'd be like, "You know what? Give me the best 5 pictures you got, and then let me pick. Let me pick the picture, and I'll go off that." You know, it just.
So why haven't you? Did you ever think about starting a bag company?
No.
Really?
No, because that's just a different art. That's.
But you like the design part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Love it.
I find it kind of interesting that when did you know you had that talent if you weren't doing it as a youth? Because typically some of the people that I've known that were, that are artists now, they knew that they were artists back. I knew a guy that I went to high school with. He was drawing back 6th grade. And
Yeah.
he was talented back then, right?
Yeah.
And to this day, I see stuff, I'm still friends with him on Facebook, and does amazing stuff. When did you find that out?
Here, like,
Just trying?
yeah. Well,
How old were you?
The
thing
walls
is,
were bare, and you
Yeah.
said, "Fuck."
How old were you?
what 2008 basically is when I was watching the guy that did all the other ones. He was a full-on artist, right?
Okay.
So in 2008, he was like, "Hey man, can you teach me how to do paint and body, and I'll do whatever murals you want." And I was like, "Shit, yeah, okay." My dad was like, "All right, whatever, I don't care." But I was like, "No, hell yeah, I want to freaking basically tattoo this fucking place." And so I'd be like, "Okay, I want Steven Seagal right here, doing this, doing that," and he would just do it. I'm like, "Okay, right here, I want Van Damme doing this, doing that," and he would do it. I was like, "Cool." And so I'd watch him do it.
So you would give him, what would you give him, pictures?
Pictures.
And he would just do it based
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah.
what you get?
Yeah, and I would
Okay.
just watch what he would do. I'd watch the colors he'd mix. If there wasn't a lot of time, let's say he was like he could basically freehand everything, but if there was something like he needed to get it done quick because he didn't have a lot of time,
Yeah.
or I didn't give him a time frame,
Correct.
he would get the picture and put it like in a what do you call it,
Scan it.
the thing where it projects, or the projector.
Okay.
Oh.
So you project the outline.
Oh.
You do the outline, boom, 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 and then once it's got the outline, boom, he just freaking just finishes all the textures, all the fadings, like that same day.
Wow.
But if he had to do it from scratch, just looking at it, it would take him maybe like 3 days.
Have you seen some of these artists on like social media where they'll get like a fucking engraver and scratch out murals and paint? Or I've seen some guys. I saw this one guy. He had his son stand in front of him. He couldn't see his son, and he had his son's hands, and he used his son's hands to paint a fucking mural
Yeah.
of his son.
It's fucking photographic memory, dude.
Yeah.
It's like Bella the other day. I
crazy
saw
what
her
some people do.
throwing bags in a hole blindfold. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. I mean, of course she missed a couple, but
Sure.
It's a good way to
she
practice.
got 3 in a row one time.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is-
muscle
I mean,
memory.
yeah, muscle
Yeah.
memory, right?
Yeah, that's fucking impressive.
I played a tournament one time, and when you checked in at the tournament, they had a little fish bowl, and you could buy, I don't remember, it was like $5 for one, 20 for 5, or 5 for 20, and there was 5 different rules that you could change. You could play them during your game. It was either you could reset the frame, you could make your opponent throw left-handed, you could make your opponent throw with their eyes closed, you could throw from 17 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there was one more. And so, but you didn't know what you were getting.
Basically, you just don't know what you're gonna get.
And we lost the game because of that. We fucking won the game. He played the wash frame, and then they won it back coming the other way.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
my partner.
It fucks up your muscle memory, especially if you're a muscle memory player. Mm-hmm.
Well, just the tournament with the different rules and stuff. We don't see
Yeah.
a lot of tournaments where
Dude, Monopoly's
people
hard,
do
dude.
shit like that.
Dude, once
But yeah, Russell threw it blindfolded. Or,
Yeah.
with his eyes closed, right?
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah.
What have you ever tried throwing left-handed, like a whole tournament?
Yeah.
Well, we did, because when COVID started, he started a ghost cornhole page. Right when COVID started.
Uh-huh.
He went in, I don't even remember the name of the page, and he ended up getting some traction where we were running tournaments
Well, I called
during
it.
COVID.
I called it Scoreholio Live, and it just so happened that Ben, the guy who owns Scoreholio, created the app to tie into the live, so you could project the scoreboard, and he called it Scoreholio Live. So I had a bunch of people coming thinking his was mine, and he actually asked me to change the name.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you
I
change
did.
the name to?
360.
360?
Yeah, 365.
Yeah.
Is it still up? Is it kind of like, what was that social media thing before Facebook?
Oh,
MySpace.
MySpace?
Yeah.
Did you ever make us MySpace?
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first. Yeah, that was my first like.
Josh, did you
social
ever make a
media.
MySpace? Or was that before your time? Oh, you
Yeah.
did?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Is that platform? I assume that platform is gone.
I don't know, man.
No, I think it is up.
It's like It is?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's-
really?
There's no app for it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But you can go onto a web browser and
Yeah.
Get on.
Yeah.
even find your account.
It's a
actually.
pretty good name if you think about it, MySpace.
No, it was a big.
Well,
app.
it sucks for them because
They
I mean,
had it-
right,
they
right,
had it
yeah, right
just-
behind it.
I mean,
Facebook,
fucking just.
yeah, Facebook comes up right behind them and it gains traction.
Facebook.
I think that
Well,
the
it was
way they
for-
marketed it,
Yeah, it was for children.
Yeah.
It
It's
was,
all about marketing.
teens.
yes,
It was
and
for
then
teens.
Facebook marketed more towards
Boomers. They got the boomer.
yeah,
Well, it started
the
out
ones
as a
that were
dating
looking.
app.
Well, they were looking.
They had
for
no
tri-
intention of getting. They never thought that they'd have. I don't think initially they thought that they'd have people in their 50s on the fucking app. Like
well,
they do.
I mean, a lot of them were looking to seek out some high school stuff and
Right.
you know, some history stuff. So I think that's
I bet you somebody right now still owns Kmart. Somebody still owns Sears.
correct.
What do you call it? What's it? Radio Shack?
Radio Shack, yeah.
I can see all those companies making a comeback in the next generation. You know, just how trends like, you know, bell bottoms,
Yeah.
they went away. Now they're starting to come back. I can see somebody making a badass company and using an old school name, Kmart, Radio Shack,
Well, I think that's
Blockbuster.
yeah. I think that's what you're good at. I think you're really good at branding yourself, the things that you do, the Johnny Cash stuff. Like
Yeah, that-
I've looked
that
at your
page
stuff
is
and I'm like,
actually-
you have a vision that I think
Mhm.
has people get interested in, right? I like even this logo. I like this logo. I think
Yeah.
the colors, the Chicos, the old English style.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's clean.
who came up with this logo?
And it's actually, well, the name was actually my grandpa, my
Name's
dad's dad. His name was Francisco, and the nickname is Chico. So my dad named the business after him, called it Chico's.
Okay.
So that's why everybody calls him Chico, and they call me Chico Jr. That's CJ. But neither one of us is Chico. You know, it is what it is.
Sure.
But I don't know. I just like the Halloween colors.
So you made this. You made
Yeah.
this brand, this
Yeah.
logo.
Uh-huh.
How long ago?
I think it was in 2008.
I think, man, it's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
I love
the
it.
colors, everything you did is.
Yeah. You know
'Cause-
what? I think my inspiration was the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your-
that burnt orange is always a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the black, like I said, even I think just the fact that you use the old English is awesome.
Oh, it's so classic.
Yeah.
That font and the Coca-Cola font like this, that real sexy,
Yeah.
curvaceous. I wish I could. There's people that can do that just by hand. Just
Yeah, that real calligraphy type.
yeah, they're like, oh, you want a Coca-Cola real quick? And you're like, wow.
So what got you into the Johnny Cash and I mean, I see that now.
Dude, tons of people
Yeah,
wear that
where,
jersey.
what
Well-
inspired that?
Just same thing. I was like, what do I do now? You know what? I want to do a Johnny Cash painting. And at
Because
that,
you like Johnny Cash, or
no, you know what's funny is that's what's cool about doing artwork is you don't actually learn about somebody until you actually make them a project.
okay,
Like I always knew who Elvis Presley was,
correct.
and I did do a painting of Elvis. It's a small one. It's a painting of the silhouette of Elvis doing like where he's on that mic.
Mm-hmm.
And then inside the silhouette, there's him like on the microphone just singing. And but as I'm doing that, because it takes me about a couple of weeks to do that,
Okay.
or 3 or 4 weeks. And during that time, I'm just all into who I'm doing. I'm like YouTube, video. Oh, look at this video. Oh, look at this video. Like interviews for his concerts or his. Dude, I fell in love with the guy.
How many different
Fell in love
people
with
have you done that with? Like,
I've done a few, man. And same thing with Johnny Cash. So when I was like, you know what, I want to do Johnny Cash now. I want to find a sexy picture of Johnny Cash. I kept going through some shit. And of course, the one that stands out is the one where he's like flipping it off like that, right?
Sure.
And I was like, dude, that's pretty fucking badass. But I was like, there's got to be something else too.
yeah.
And then I saw that one where he's just chilling. He's just like thinking. And I was just like, that's pretty cool. How would it look with color? And so I just freaking color blasted. You know? And what's cool about a painting like that is that you put it in your room, and I have my work day, and I get home, and I'm having a bad day, take a shower, eat, and then I look at the painting where I started on it, I fuck with it, put some colors on it, and then when you do a painting, you always come to a stopping point where you're frustrated because you're like, I don't know what to do next. You're just like, fuck, what do I do next? What do I do next?
Is this on a canvas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then like, maybe I need another shot. So you take another shot, and you're just like chilling and whatever. And then maybe you can do another couple strokes, and then you're like, no, I'm still stuck. I don't know. You freaking call it a night. You watch a show, you go to bed the next day or the next week. When you come back to it, you know exactly what to do. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's just like cornhole, man. There's days where you're just fucking blocked up, where you're like, I don't know, what the fuck, is it my grip? Is it my stance? Like, BG whooped my fucking ass yesterday. And I feel so bad because I couldn't even at least get all my bags on the board. I was at least spraying like
Because of nerves.
bag or two.
You think it was nerves too, though?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I can't seem to figure out is what is the better route. Is it focusing on every single
Things you're
bag
out.
and fucking making sure, or is it just fucking just
I tell
Because
you
I feel
what,
like I've had a little bit of success with both.
Exactly.
You know? And
Yeah.
there's like
Exactly.
that. Those air mails, I don't think about it. You just fucking. But then
Exactly.
there's times when you are throwing well, and I've had to finish your fucking, and like I remember when we played. That was some of the worst I've ever fucking thrown. I was so in my head and just. And it's
It's
yeah.
so
Oh,
weird.
you're talking about the SIG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst I've ever. I was so fucking mad.
But you know what? It sounds stupid. I think having those downs in the end makes me a better player,
Oh, fuck yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because I don't want to give up. I don't want to stop playing. There's
No.
times that I've walked away and I'm like, man, why am I doing this, right? It's frustrating. But I
Yeah.
think it's like golf. I don't know, if
I've
you
heard
play-
that so much.
right?
I don't play
is
golf,
the
but
same.
I heard about that.
Yeah, golf is the same way. Is that you go out and you have a bad day.
Well, I think that you're
It's a
playing
challenge.
yourself. You're not.
Correct.
There's no opponent. You're playing the course, so you can't blame anybody else. You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all you. And cornhole is absolutely the same way. It's at the
And
end
I
it's a
think-
singular sport.
And I think some people that don't, because we have a lot of people that know we're deep into cornhole, right?
Right.
And I think they don't get it. They're like,
No, they don't.
really? Like,
Yeah.
why do you guys love it so much?
Right.
And it's like, man, 'cause it's hard. Like
It really
what,
is.
for what seems to be super easy.
It's so mental right here.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And when you see guys like Sammy, Luke Anderson, Austin McQuiston, and I'm calling out the kids, especially Ty
Mhm.
Thompson, now you're talking about K Money, Kate Stuckley, all those guys. You see these little kids come out and they're showing out, and I look and I'm going, damn.
Alex Hicks.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Me and him have talked about it a lot, and even with Monarca, right? Is that these kids?
Yeah.
This is the only place that they can compete with adults on in some competition.
One thing they have in common is they don't think. They just freaking
Correct.
do.
Yeah.
You know? Like right there when I was getting hot, I really wasn't thinking too much. I was just
Well,
going with my first reaction.
When I asked, when we went to Shreveport, we gave a ride to Luke and Austin, and I told them, I was like, I've watched Sammy, because I do. I think he has a really effortless, clean throw,
Super good.
and you just
One of the best throws.
it's good. And you see him, and I can't tell if he's zoned in or zoned out. There's times when it seems like it's one way, and you just I don't know. And I told them that, and they're like, no, he's thinking about every single bag.
Mhm.
He's he has a strategy. He's trying to implement it.
Like when I was throwing a minute ago, I know what we're talking about right here. I know that's in my head, and I was like, okay, I know I'm on fire right now. Where's your feet at? How's your grip? Are you thinking a lot? Are you just, I remember all that stuff. I've been here before. And then I bet you tomorrow, I'm still going to remember everything I just registered right there. And I'm going to do the exact same shit. But for some reason, it doesn't happen again. It's
No, that's why I respect those guys because
it
they
has
can.
to be done effortlessly.
Yeah, and I think that's why I respect the guys that continuously win over and
Yeah.
over again, right? Sammy, Juanito now. Juanito's winning a lot. Grand Up Church.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin, Jeremy Beeson, all these guys. I respect them because it's like, wow, you don't really see a lot of drop off.
No.
They're consistently always when they're pairing up. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of times with whoever, they're having success. And
Yeah.
it's impressive because it is a difficult sport.
I
And I
asked,
think
I asked BG, I was like, so what's it like to have that problem where like people are just asking you, hey man, I need a partner. Can you be my partner? Can you be my partner? And I'm like,
Yeah,
and he was just like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm usually booked, you know, a couple of SIGs in advance. You know, I usually know who my partner's going to be. I already know who my partner's going to be for state. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I've heard those guys before. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I'm already like in the fall.
They're booked.
Yeah,
They're
they already
like
lined out
hairstylists.
all the way through state. You know,
Yeah.
they know who they're throwing with because they're trying to gain that advantage of, you know, doing those things.
Yeah.
And like, because Ty Thompson, for instance, he just recently got his license, but he used to ride with us all the time. He lives close to us, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Oh, okay.
I would tell Ty, I said, you're going to start getting asked a lot to play,
Oh, yeah.
He's still a C.
right? I said, you're going to get asked a lot.
Is he a C?
Yeah.
He's won 2 open tournaments.
Yeah. And that's why I told Ty, I said, Ty, you're an A player. You've beaten
Yeah.
A players. I said,
Yeah.
you're, in
He's
my
at
opinion,
least a B, a high B.
yeah.
Oh,
I said, you're, like, if you get bumped to an A, you shouldn't be,
It wouldn't surprise me.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He
you've
has
earned
no-
that, you've earned that
He can't
spot,
contest.
right?
Mhm.
And I told him, I said, you're gonna watch, you're gonna see people that are gonna just start wanting to play with you because
Yeah.
you're super consistent,
Yes, he is.
you know, and he's a super humble kid, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's just really respectful and,
Very.
yeah.
But I imagine that some of these guys do that. They make these commitments in advance, and then you have a Matt Morris come on the scene. And,
Oh, definitely,
you know,
yeah, guys that show up and you're like,
God,
yeah, cause yeah,
shit.
you're right, like Matt Morris now,
Yes.
you know, Haley Davidson, all them, I mean,
Trey Sparks.
Trey, yeah, there's guys out there that they're like, and a lot of those kids out from, East Texas or
What do you
West
think's
Texas.
better right now, Haley or Bill?
If
Like,
I had
if there
to
was a
pick-
2 out of 3 tournament, who's you thinking?
I think I have to take. I think I have to take
good,
Haley.
though, but she
Yeah?
hasn't been playing. She came out to Rockville and she said she hadn't played in like a week.
I think I'm putting some money on Haley. It's gonna be close because Bill's a hell of a player too.
Yeah. He's been on fire.
I think
Yeah.
Bill would care more. I don't think she.
Ooh, I don't know. I
Oh,
disagree.
I don't know. Yeah, you're
Haley
right.
does not like losing.
Because it is a mental game. I think one of them would get in each other's heads.
Oh, they both do.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
don't know
they
where they
do.
prefer to play on, though. Well, I guess it doesn't matter in singles.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I was listening to the Cornhole Alley. I don't know if you've listened to that Jacob Rouse
no,
podcast, right? And he had Creek Killer because we had Creek Killer on our podcast,
Yeah.
but he had Creek Killer.
I didn't realize how young he was when I heard him on y'all's
Creek Killer?
podcast.
Yeah, he's only not. He's
Good
20.
kid.
Yeah. Well, Jacob Foreman, Creek
Okay.
Killer, and Delbert Foreman.
Yeah.
And then they have the Kingfishers are up there, but there's like per capita.
Treadwater, Ty.
Oh, yeah, per
Yeah,
capita?
Dread
Yeah,
Water.
those guys.
In that little area, that DC, that county,
Dude.
I mean, it's like the talent that they have just in that little thing is
Was
amazing.
it Bella and
They're close by.
Yeah.
They're close by.
Is Bella Mexican?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't know if she was like Native American or.
No, she's Mexican.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Carmen made a little bit of run in the women's singles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
saw
she's,
that.
she's sneaky. She's got some game.
Well, shit. With how much
They
play,
travel.
It's
Yeah.
fucking.
But the whole time I thought she was just watching and
No.
videotaping.
No. We always knew
Right.
Carmen played.
Yeah, she's.
But she's just, she's never been at, obviously at the level Bella's at.
Have you heard that story that she won a car? Bella won a car for someone playing for her.
Good God. Really? I wonder what kind of car it was.
Well,
I'm not sure. You never heard that? Yeah.
Was it like
I'd like to know
a
that.
Breaking Bad car? Like a freaking Aztec? Or
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I forget who I heard that from. That I go, what? She played some guy and they were betting and.
Well, how old is she now?
I'm not
16?
sure.
Maybe. Yeah, she could be 15. She's
She's
either 15
getting to
or
that
16.
point where she could be like, Mom, I'll meet you there.
I mean, I think she likes her mom
Yeah,
because her
she
mom
drove-
takes her
No,
everywhere.
of course.
They just went to Rhode Island.
I know.
I
It's
mean,
freaking
They go to
far,
California to that Shamar Moore. Have you seen it
Oh
when she
my
goes out there
gosh.
to
dude.
that?
They drove out there?
I think so. Yeah, they never
California?
fly.
No.
They don't ever fly.
No.
I think everything's driving.
Dude,
Because
they need a
sometimes-
Tesla.
Yeah,
they
cause-
need a freaking Tesla.
Yeah, because Tony
I think it'd
Smith,
be
I think
tough.
Smith, Wooten,
Yeah,
a lot of those guys, I think they travel with them.
Yeah,
Somehow
I
they
see
meet
Wooten
up.
flying.
Yeah, they meet up with them.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, he's not spending money on Jordans or anything. He's got his little slippers, so he can afford to, fly out to places.
Well, even
No,
the-
no, he had some Gucci slippers, I think, at one point.
I've seen some pictures where they're all hanging out and they all got
Yeah.
those Louis Vuitton backpacks and shit. But I think it's getting tougher now. I think I think for a lot of those guys,
Yeah, Tony
Wooten,
Smith,
I mean, even
Trey
Eric
Birchfield. When was the last
Davis.
time you heard him? winning?
Seriously.
Trey Birchfield, what happened?
Seriously.
well, I think the talent. I mean, look at Creek Killer. Here comes a rookie, and that's the thing. You have Josh Holland. He comes on and he's winning.
Yeah.
He's hard to beat.
Dude.
So
The
the only one player that stayed consistent, that's consistently still at the top from the other ones is Matt Guy. That's it. It switches out with the other ones. Alex
Yeah,
Rawls
'cause-
is up there.
Yeah, there's no what's the old man's name?
Dennis Davis.
No Dennis Davis. There's
Or
no,
not.
no.
Yeah, that's Dennis Davis. Is right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damon Dennis.
Dennis
Damon
Davis, dude.
Yeah, even Brett Guy.
Yeah, you don't see him and Cody Henderson.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, dude. It just tells
But
you.
I mean, I think, and that's what, going back to what we said earlier, that's why when I see these guys in TCL that continuously win, again, let's go back to Sammy, the fact that he won open doubles, then won singles, got second in doubles, and then got third,
Mhm.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, he did because he lost to
Second.
Noah.
What did he do in doubles this last sig?
Third.
Third.
Yeah, because Noah got second.
Oh,
Oh, no. They lost, didn't he lose in doubles to Chamberlain and Justin again?
Yes.
Well, Chamberlain
He's got
got
second
but-
twice.
Yeah. So,
But before that-
that's impressive. I think that's really
Yeah.
impressive
But before that,
because
he had two in a row.
the talent that we have that's even in TCL
Mhm.
is impressive. I mean, it's not like it's some cakewalk that they're showing up and it's
Mhm.
easy. By no means. I mean, you got BG, Upchurch, all these
BG
guys.
told me the other day, he said, hey Josh, can you give me that beer that's in the freezer?
Did you see
My
the Ice
shiner?
Age?
Uh,
All the Ice Age characters.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Right? No, it's in the freezer. It's already open. So BG told me the other day, he said, because I was complimenting Grant how he can consistently throw a blocker and how I think that's the hardest shot in cornhole. He was like, yeah, thank you. It's definitely the hardest shot in cornhole, he said. He goes, there's only 5 people that I know that can consistently do it. And they're on my, I think he said they're on my hit list or whatever. I should have followed up and asked him, there's 5 people that can do that? Who the fuck are they? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I know Grant Upchurch can do it. Just
Consistently.
Blocker.
Yeah.
blocker. Like, I can't think of anybody else who I've seen that uses it a lot. I think maybe he's talking about people that only use it when they have to do it. But Grant does it he doesn't have to do it, he just does it from the very beginning.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've said it.
It's like bag
Yeah.
one, boom, blocker.
Yeah, if I'm playing someone like Grant Upchurch, I'm not laying behind that blocker. That's why I don't. If you can't shoot airmails at the clip he can, which a lot of people can't. First of all, if I know that's his strategy and that he likes for me to lay behind,
Mhm.
I'm gonna push through. That's
Yeah.
the only. I don't see the point in trying to get into an airmail contest and play into his game. I just think on multiple levels,
Mhm.
for him, he probably licks his chops when he sees someone do that.
Fuck yeah, he does.
So, I don't know.
BG said that he was up.
Still not a good strategy.
He
but-
said he was up 18-6 on Upchurch at the last SIG at the last state in singles, and that he just kept doing the blocker, and he freaking lost.
Yeah, because I saw when you had Zach on and he was beating up Church and he talked about, I think he was
Yeah.
up 15 to, I don't remember what it
It
was.
fucking worked.
Yeah.
And you know what? The only reason I think, well, not the only reason, but I think Sammy's airmail game was a little off in that double championship, and Grant's blocker was a little off.
Yeah.
Or he would hit the first blocker, and it would work, and the second bag wouldn't go in, or it would just like skitter off to the side, or he wouldn't push the other one in.
Well,
His second bag was fucking him up.
I really think it was Burton, because we saw them. They switched. And
Yeah.
it was to try and contain Burton. That was what,
Mhm.
I mean, Chamberlain
stayed
still,
on the same
yeah.
side. It
Like,
didn't work the first game.
It's not like Chamberlain's no joke.
no,
Yeah.
but who was the best player on that court?
Yeah, I think, well, even PPR showed that, I believe.
Yeah, not taken away from, but I just think he was so 0.78 differential.
Yeah.
At
Well,
that level.
I think Grant was like, you know what, I can block this guy, and he did.
But it
But
didn't
the
matter.
second bag didn't do shit.
It didn't. Well, Justin was hitting so many airmails, like I
His
said.
airmail was on.
That
His
yeah,
airmail
if
was on.
you can shoot with
Yeah.
Upchurch, which Justin proved he could, then
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I was surprised by that, dude. He would put a blocker, and Burton would just go airmail instead of laying behind or
I think
blocking.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, wow, I'm
If
surprised
you-
you fucking went
right.
for that.
No, and if you can shoot at that clip, I
Yeah.
think it's not only showing Grant that you're not scared of the block. It's getting ahead on the count now, because now
Mm-hmm.
you're making him clean up his bag. I mean, Matt Guy's proven that if you
Mm-hmm.
can do it, it's a vibe. But obviously,
That's
I mean, what do you have to shoot at? What, 80% probably, 85 to even make
That's
it?
why I think Cheyenne Rayner she decided, I'm gonna just,
Yeah, go right through.
yeah,
Yeah.
clean it up and I'll go hole for you. I'm not gonna get an airmail game with you. I'll
Yeah.
just, let's see who can make the most bags.
That's why
But
Matt
that
Guy's such a badass, because
So
like
hard.
an airmail is like a fucking slam dunk. It's just that fucking just ring just go.
Yeah.
Hang
No,
on
we've
it.
said it. It's
It's just
yeah. There's just
Yeah.
been so many times that it just demoralizes.
Well,
Yeah.
especially when because you can drag it back. With a roll bag, you can't drag anything.
Yeah,
Right?
it's hard.
Typically, you're only taking it in
Dude.
the back. You're only taking it in
Hey,
the back.
I'm glad I got him cold. That's another reason too. I was like, you know, you and me are warmed up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, he just got here. Okay, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
And
So-
then he got warmed up, and he was just like, airmail. Fuck.
So, what was your vision with doing this?
My vision with doing this is getting some exposure for the South region. Because right now, there's nobody competing with. I mean, there's no way I can compete with ESPN or CBS, but everybody, even people that don't even know about cornhole, they're starting to find out who Trey Birchfield is, or Tony Smith, or Matt Guy. People know who they are, right? And these are people that are in the Dallas area, and they think those are the only good players out there. Not knowing that here in Dallas, you got some top of the line talent.
Correct.
You know? They're probably thinking like, man, wouldn't that be cool if like there were some Dallas players or Fort Worth players that were that good? Well, there is.
Yeah.
They haven't competed. Like I guarantee you, man, if Elon Musk was like, you know what, I'm just feeling like I'm gonna dip into cornhole for a little bit, and I'm gonna sponsor this whole TCO guys to prove a point. I'm gonna have the top players in TCO play in every single ACO Open, everything. I'm telling you, they would start winning some matches. You know, Luke Anderson, Sammy Soto, they almost won.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they're
they-
pro
yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
There's no question.
BG and Upchurch almost won first over there in Oklahoma.
Correct.
Yeah.
Dylan Turpin, you know.
Oh yeah, Ricky.
And I still consider that Oklahoma. I mean, hell, most people that go to OU, I mean, they're from Texas. You know, I consider Oklahoma Texas. It used to be Texas. So, you know,
I mean, you're
basically-
right, because I mean, those guys, I cheer for those guys because it's pretty close to.
Monarca's
Yeah.
in the top 50.
Yeah. Yeah, Monarca's had a ton of success.
Mhm.
You know, so.
Dude, that guy, Khalid,
Oh.
Yeah.
Caleb
Caleb?
Franklin.
Yeah.
His partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, he is on fire right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's won, I think, pretty much
Yeah.
the last 5 singles tournaments
Yeah.
I've seen him playing.
He was given who was he giving the fits to? Big burly guy that plays with Matt Guy. I'm losing my head right now.
Oh, Jamie Graham.
Jamie Graham. Like he beat Jamie, I think, one time.
Okay, look at.
Yeah, and I think Jamie just kept.
Well, because Caleb was going to get on the broadcast. He might have, that's where
Yeah.
he might have beat Jamie Graham. But
And then Jamie
ended up
came
doing-
back and beat him.
Yeah, they did that they did the super, whatever that shit's called, that we were making fun of.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about Mike the situation?
yeah.
Throw
Yeah.
We said
twos.
that. Yeah, we said that on the podcast.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, this is my opinion. See what you think on TCL. I was thinking about doing something fun like that for TCL, like Joker's Wild Match, Jason Andrews' team versus Chad Jacobson's team. Chad, it's kind of like a lottery. Like, okay, who goes? You flip a quarter. Okay, Chad goes first. Pick your player, anybody. Okay, boom. Okay, Jason's turn. Pick anybody. Okay, your turn. Boom, boom, boom. Your two guys versus your two guys. Joker's Wild Match. It's not TCO points. It's just a plaque. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like Randy was saying, well, let's watch Jason Andrews play Chad Jacobson. And then I told Chad about that, and Chad was like, man, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see me play Jason Andrews.
Yeah.
You know, they just don't.
No, I think I think it's having schoolyard style pick 'em. Yeah, I think if you got Grant, you got the top 5 players, and then
Think about it, they're gonna pick the
that's
4
kind
best players.
Well, that's what top 60 turned into this last one. Because before they just have a tournament, and I don't even know how they picked.
Oh, is that how they do in top 60? They just pick.
Well, this
It's
last
kind of
one,
like a draft.
this last one they had a draft
See, that'd
for
be
the
cool.
first time.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, see, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it was
Well-
actually pretty fun.
Well, and I think that's what we've said, is that they need to, I believe that more tournaments need to be Ryder Cup style, Crew Cup, all those other things, something, because to me, Ryder Cup is the best tournament that we have.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most fun,
Yeah.
because now, typically, it's either you're by yourself or one guy. But when you get teamed up with 8 to 10 other guys, I mean, it was so much fun rooting for, like, I care about what you do, because
Exactly.
it affects me, right?
Yeah.
Because most of us, we're just selfish people,
Mm-hmm.
naturally, that we want to know what's in it for me.
Most of the highlight moments I can think of are Ryder Cup moments, like Matt Kinnaman hitting that airmail, Jason Keller hitting that one shot. I mean,
Yeah, it's fun.
Did you notice
A lot of
anybody
good
playing
ones.
with a second bag? Like, you know, you got one bag, right?
yeah, there's a
Ryder?
few.
There's a
You
few.
see somebody holding another bag, so it
because
doesn't
they're
feel
so
like a
used
fourth?
to, yeah.
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 Because your fourth bag, it's called fourth bag syndrome.
Yeah, there's a few people that were doing,
You
yeah.
can hit 3 bags in the hole, and then that last fourth fucking bag, for some reason,
It's a bitch.
it's a 10. I don't
Because
know.
you played Ryder Cup, right?
Yeah, my first Ryder Cup.
What'd you
you've
think?
Never done state. You don't know about Calcutta.
No, you know what? I did go to state, but I don't think I played.
So you don't know what Calcutta is.
I watched y'all, but you know, I'm not much of a gambler, so I was just like,
Oh, okay.
I was like, God dang, this is taking forever. No, I was playing against you, I think, and you were up there announcing the Calcutta or something,
Yeah.
and then my partner was like, "What are we waiting on?" or whatever. I was either partnering with you or we were playing against you,
Yeah, I think didn't we
and
have
they were like, "Where's Garnica at?"
Yeah, because it was a blind draw.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
you're
blind
right.
draw.
Yeah, you're right. Because they did, because they changed it, which they were,
Yeah.
it was good that they changed it, because
It was a last minute blind draw too, I think.
yeah, because the year
Yes.
before, Calcutta was in between. It was in Saturday afternoon, and it ate up 2 hours,
Yeah.
right? So they changed it, and it was better to that.
You got some new ideas for Calcutta?
No, I mean,
What you can
it's
do.
all we did was we just announced it for them. You know, Chad and Jason asked if we would announce the teams for us, and we just took turns.
So layman's terms, explain somebody who's not a gambler, who doesn't know much about mathematics. What is Calcutta?
Calcutta is you're picking, so teams go up for auction,
You're buying them.
right? You're buying a team.
Open players.
Only open.
Yeah, they used to do competitive, but it just got too big, right? It's just open teams. So a team comes up, and you can bid whatever you want to bid on.
Do they start with the lowest open team expected, or they start with
Yes. No, they go through the lowest to the highest.
Yeah, that way your number one seeds are less.
Yes, right. So obviously, you're looking for a little value there, because there's some teams that are in that let's take, if
Oh, there was.
Matt Morris and Johnny Little were gonna play, right?
Be a good team.
which now they're probably going to get. But let's say they were kind
Last
of
year, yeah.
yeah, right. They come in, you're going to get them a little cheap,
Mm-hmm.
and if they win or they even get a high ranking,
Their
you
biggest
get a
jump.
portion of that pie.
So there was.
So it's like buying into Microsoft when it just started.
Kind of.
Well, so the pool is obviously dependent on.
So it's
the-
like stock. It's like stock. Yeah.
So the pool that you can win from is dependent on how the total value sells for of all the teams, and then they pay out first, second, third percentage depending on the total pot, and then they also pay out biggest jump. So if there's 60 teams and the 60th team finishes 30th, that means they jump 30 spots. So whoever makes the biggest jump, so it's going to be a bottom team finishing higher. If you buy that, if you have that team,
Like I think that was Juanito
So
and
the pot is
Neil Cook.
yes, I believe so. 'Cause
the
we
pot
thought
is
we
the
won it.
amount that everybody put in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say
So
the
it's,
pot is
about, it's like
Oh, it
20K.
was- yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like
about-
$20,000.
so we keep it simple. So it's $10,000 pot. That's how much was raised.
for
Okay.
all 60 teams. So yeah.
Okay. So how do you determine that 30 spot jump? How to pay these guys that had that team? How do you?
They do it. They already know the percentages.
Yeah.
So they get that and they go, okay, if you win
Oh,
first.
so when they're bidding, they know what the percentage is.
Yeah,
Yes.
as each team is sold, they have a screen and they'll put up.
But like
the
first
total.
place, you already know that you're going to win 50% of the pot.
Yeah,
It's
the
kind of like you
percentages.
know what your odds are. You
Yes,
get 4 to 1
kind of.
odds on this team.
A little bit.
Something like that.
A little bit. Yeah. So like if you're going to play open, like if you and Judson are going to play open, you're going to get.
Yeah, which we are.
Okay, in state. Once,
no, not state.
Okay, if you're playing in state, you're going up for auction. And
Okay, perfect scenario. Okay, let's say me and Judson were playing open in state. Okay, we're definitely going to be one of the worst teams. Let's say we are the worst team. If you had to guess, how much would our team go for?
$10.
$10?
yeah, and then
Okay.
you can buy, but you can bet.
Think about it. We have to beat
Yeah, you can-
Upchurch, BG.
But you might get biggest jump.
Right, you
Let's
don't
say
have
you
to.
get the right.
Okay. Somebody bought us for $10. Let's say we win the whole fucking thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
How much would that guy win that he just spent $10 on us?
Fucking 6 grand.
Well, if it was
6,
20K,
7
For
you'd win
20K.
10K.
You'd win 10K.
Yeah, because he only spent $10. But you would have the chance to buy yourself half back, which you would.
Right.
So if like me and him
50%.
go, hey, let's go ahead and buy them, right? We think that.
Oh, we can buy them back out,
Yeah, the
half
team
of it.
buys.
Half.
Yes, half.
Half.
You have the option. You don't have to.
which most teams do.
Most teams do.
Unless it's a team like, let's say Sammy and Upchurch get paired up again, right?
Yeah.
And they go for $2,000.
Yeah.
Well, now they got to pay $1,000 to cover their half. They might go,
Mm,
I'd like to, but now it's a
Yeah.
little steep for me.
right.
Because now you're.
'Cause it makes
entry-
sense.
Yeah, your investment.
Yeah.
into-
That's
fun.
how it's like stock. That's how it's
Correct.
like stock.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Mm.
because the first time we did it, I was like, and they did that. They grabbed that from golf too. They do a lot of Calcuttas in golf,
Mm.
and it's fun though. I
What
mean,
teams did y'all buy into last year?
man, we bought a few.
Yeah, we usually. So that was our second time, but we'll group up with 4 or 5 people. That way you're not bidding against fucking everybody.
Oh, that makes sense.
And kind of pull your money together. So,
Yeah, we had a group of like I think Monarca.
Juanito.
Yeah, Juanito.
Duffy.
Yeah, there was a few of us that about 6 of us that all.
That's
Hey,
smart.
There's
Well-
really like 4. It was Taylor Pollock, JJ Oswald, us. What's Kramer's partner, Matt Thomas. They were doing a lot of the buying.
Yeah,
Taylor
JJ
Pollock was
yeah.
going fucking
Yeah,
him
JJ
and JJ Oswald.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money.
Oh, I saw JJ talking some shit. Too.
Yeah, JJ spends a lot of
Yeah,
money.
JJ's cool.
And he won. I think he won.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he won. He picked the
He
team.
had-
I don't remember who won state.
Because that was
Oh,
when,
was that Herrera?
Yes, that was when Duffy had Herrera. And
And
he was
wearing-
drunk and
yeah.
he was wearing that tight
Veronica's
dude.
jersey.
Yeah.
He was. Were you there?
I was right behind.
God, that was so fucking
And he was playing great, dude.
amazing. Those airmails he hit. I mean,
You
Oh,
know
'cause
what-
that was
you know
him
those
and,
athletes wear
that was
those,
him and
those,
Mesa
those
Vega.
compression things on their elbows and
Yeah.
and their knees.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had a compression on his
I
whole
know.
upper
dude, that
torso.
bitch was sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was him and Mason Vega against Upchurch and
Yeah.
Murdoch,
Yes.
Yeah, and they took him to the last game.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Was
they
it
took
BJ
to
and
the
Murdoch or Upchurch and
side. It was
Murdoch?
Upchurch.
Upchurch.
It was Murdoch.
that's
No,
what
yeah,
Upchurch-
it was Murdoch.
Yeah.
against
Mason Vega.
what do they call him? The Gunner? What do they call him? No, Young Gun.
Yeah.
Mason Vega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Young Gun
Yeah,
versus
Mason was just hitting
Dude.
everything.
Yeah.
Pushes, rolls.
What about Kentucky Derby? Are you gonna bet? What's your bet on that?
I don't know, I haven't done my research, but like, because we're going Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby.
I did a little research.
All right.
So, supposedly, the top 5 horses, thoroughbreds, excuse me, and this one, because I don't know shit about this race.
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't know.
So, they race for a mile and a quarter, basically 1.25 mile is the
Correct.
race. And so, the number one, basically the favorite is Taba. T-A-I-B-A.
Sit
Okay.
what?
Taba. Well, I don't know what the odds are,
out
but,
yet.
Oh.
but
They're not
it's Taba.
Well, they're usually like 2-1, some shit for a favorite.
Yeah.
No, in the Kentucky Derby, not that. It won't be that low.
Oh.
4 to 1, 5 to 1.
Okay.
So it's Taba, and then the next one's Epicenter,
Correct.
and then it's Macier,
Yep.
yeah. And then Pioneer of Medina, and then Simplification.
Let's put a bet down right now.
Fuck it.
50,
Why not? I
50
don't even know.
bucks. I got 50.
On who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Let's make a bet, and he can bet it for us as a as a show bet.
I'll put $50 on Taba.
All right.
Table? All right, I got 50 on it.
Yeah, I mean if he's favored, why not?
Yeah.
All right, so 100,
Probably won't be-
150, 50 each. We put up 50.
Taba.
That's fine. Well, we'll pick 3 different horses and we'll split whatever we win. How's that?
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
And then who's the champion of all champions? Who got the fastest lap? Like who won it at the fastest time?
Secretary.
No, you know that. What year?
77 or 78?
73.
73.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And see, I won last year. I won because I used to have an online. Well, I still have it. I don't bet on it anymore. I have an online bookie,
Uh-huh.
and I bet on Medina Spirit, and I won. I put 20 down and won like 200.
Uh-huh.
And Medina Spirit was caught cheating. They were given
What?
That's right.
Steroids or what?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. They give it supplements that are
Oh.
illegal, but I still won my bet.
Right.
But they took that title away from Medina Spirit, and Medina Spirit ended up dying. That horse died here recently.
Was it because of that?
I'm not sure,
Probably.
you know,
Shit.
They
but
abuse those horses.
it's kind of
Yeah.
it's messed up what they do to these horses. I mean, the
Oh,
things
yeah.
that they do to get them to perform. It's big money.
And the way they think of it is like, I paid $3 million for this horse. I can do what I want with it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's
yeah,
what they
and
think.
it's huge money.
Okay,
Huge money.
so you know Secretariat won. What was the time?
Man, if I was,
You know, give me-
I doubt you're gonna get the exact time, so you can just be like,
uh,
keep something close.
well, it's the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Okay, so we know
Okay.
that is
Yeah.
at 2:02.
You say 2:02, so basically 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Yes.
What do you think?
203.
The fastest.
56.
How much?
203, 56.
2:03. I guess that's why he's such a legend. A minute 59 seconds.
That's
Point
amazing.
40.
See, I didn't.
He needed 0.6 more to get to the 2 minute mark.
Yeah, because I think, because they talk about when they race, it's links that you win by, which is horse links. And
Mhm.
I think he won by 18 links. Like when he turned the corner, which it never happens. Like when you watch this race
Shit.
next Saturday,
How can
you know, on
get that big
replay,
of a lead?
this horse was. It's like he was racing
Like
an
he
adult
started
against
at-
kids.
Yeah, like
Hey,
he
and
started
they-
a
and
fucking
they-
turn ahead.
Rain or shine, right?
Rain or shine.
It better be.
Yeah.
What do you want it to?
No, I want it to be. I don't want rain.
Yeah. Because, you know, you think about it, if it's muddy and wet, it kind of throws it kind of like throwing cornhole outside in the wind. Like, all bets are off.
Yeah, because it was either the year before or the year
Yeah,
before that.
tops. That's
Yeah.
that's our bet right there.
All right. That it was super muddy. Horse got out in front, and these guys have the jockeys have goggles,
Dude.
and what they do is the goggles they have like multi layers of goggles, and as they're racing, they just start tossing off
Oh.
the next goggle so it's clear for him, but the front horse, the jockey, and the horse never had to deal with the mud and went wire to wire. Yeah. So in muddy conditions, you want to get out front because you just can't. I mean, think about it. It's like driving a car or anything. You're not having to deal with.
But they don't practice in the muddy conditions too, right?
I don't know
Like,
if they
how do
do
you
or don't.
practice?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
tough. Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
they're muddy enough to track, but.
So I'm thinking we can have, to wrap it up, we can do a King of the Hill. Basically, it's first person to lose 3 matches is third place. Of course, the second person to lose 3 matches is second place. And of course, there's only one person standing, which is the King of the Hill. So, and that's where it's a down and back. Let's say you guys start.
Oh, all right.
Boom. You go that way, you come back. Who got the most points? Okay. You did, you gotta win. You gotta lose.
Okay.
Who's next? Go.
All right. Cool.
And before that, I want to say my condolences to Baby Z.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate
Dude.
it. Yeah, it was tough.
Dude, dogs, that's family
Oh.
right
Yeah, it was very difficult for us.
Yeah,
there.
it's
Oh my god.
unreal how
Straight up family member. Super cute too.
Yeah.
she was,
Mean as fuck.
she was fucking mean.
Alright. Well,
No, that's right.
King of the Hill, here we go.
Combined, right?
Right, combined. So like he gets 2 here.
Oh, it's combined, yeah.
Yeah.
So down and back. Blocker. Oh, he pushed you in.
Yep.
So what's that?
5.
Okay, so you basically got to get a 6.
Can't do one with a 7.
Never know. Stranger things have happened. All right. So you're 1-0 and you're 0-1.
Yep.
Here you go, Joe. All right. You're the winner right now. You go first. He's got one. Yeah, Mike, I love you, baby, on him. Damn it! That was my shot. Gotta drag it out. Oh! He's 2-0. So now, me and Senior?
Yep.
Okay. Little mini king seat for Junior.
Yep.
Here. You got one in the hole too, though. 2 in the hole.
Yeah, 7 trunks.
Oh! 7. Damn. What, you got 4?
Yeah, 7-3.
Ah. Oh, damn it. Damn, that's hole control. Hole control matters so much more when it's round limited like this. Damn it. Can't do shit. Monarca would just go. Beep. Oh. All right. Tree versus apple again.
Yeah, I need to beat him. He's got me twice.
Nope.
Oh shit. Oh, why? 3.
Wow.
I got 3. All right. Hey, but that's.
Oh, I'm gonna make you pay for that. Oh, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Don't let him get in your head.
That 1 point matters.
You got a 3-point lead.
Oh my
Oh!
Shoot it,
There it is.
bitch.
I gotta beat him twice, right?
now I play
Let's see,
CJ.
what's the record
Oh,
right now?
that's right.
Okay. I'm
I'm
0
1
1.
I'm 1 and 1.
2 and 1.
No, I'm 0 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
beat me,
yeah,
you
yeah,
beat
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm 1.
Okay. There we go. Oh, we got spin?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, it stayed on. Thank God.
Are you fucking serious?
4.
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me?
Slick side too.
I know, but look, dude. At least it.
Oh, blocker.
I'm 1 and 2.
CJ have to play again to see who plays you.
Oh, because you can't lose again, right?
I can't use it.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, wow.
Oh, you.
Two.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Oh!
You can only score one.
Yeah, that's why I just ordered it. I wasn't trying to
Oh my god. Damn it. I wouldn't even think about math.
Alright, so
Tree versus apple
I
again.
gotta hit you twice. You win one, it's done. Who was that? Yeah, I'm 1 and 2, you're 1 and 1, yeah. Who was that?
Me.
Nope. Fuck! Oh no! Oh. I choked like a choke.
What's the point there?
I got 2.
Damn it. That was terrible.
Oh, that was in mine too. Look at him just taking
have to do anything.
his face. Woo! Nice. That is cool. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hold up the do the little. You guys got it. Okay. Boom. Perfect.
Appreciate you
Got
having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir, man.
Thanks.
Now, we just gotta get y'all's signature. Gotta get y'all's John Hancock, whatever they call it. So, here's your pin, sir. Look at that. Just like he throws, he goes straight at it. Look at that.
There we go. And the cornhole community is the ones that made us senior and junior. That's
Oh,
not
yeah?
how we started.
Really?
No, I've always been John Richard in the family. That's
Oh.
what he was Big John, I guess, but
Or
It's
yeah,
kind of like me. I'm not actually a CJ. You know, just they call me Chico Junior, so I'm a CJ. But so you're really not a junior?
no, I'm
No,
a
he's
junior.
a junior,
but
but
just
that
no one's
never
ever
went by
referred to me as junior.
Oh, gotcha.
I've
yeah.
always
So
been
in
John
the community, it became junior and senior,
Yeah,
and it just made it easier for everybody.
yeah.
So
Dude.
now when I go up and I play somebody, I'm like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Senior," and they look at me like I'm
I
a
love it.
fucking idiot.
Plus the way you say it, dude, you sound like authority.
You know.
The way you-
So
Both of you guys got some badass voices, by the way. Especially you with your R&B voice.
Oh, the sexy boy.
Yeah.
There we go. And the cornhole community is the ones that made us senior and junior. That's
Oh,
not
yeah?
how we started.
Really?
No, I've always been John Richard in the family. That's
Oh.
what he was Big John, I guess, but.
Or
It's
yeah,
kind of like me. I'm not actually a CJ. You know, just they call me Chico Junior, so I'm a CJ. But so you're really not a junior?
No, I'm
No,
a
he's
junior.
a junior,
but
but
just
that
no one's
never
ever
went by
referred to me as junior.
Oh, gotcha.
I've
yeah.
always
So
been
in
John
the
Richard.
community, it became junior and senior,
Yeah.
and it just made it easier for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Dude.
now when I go up and I play somebody, I'm like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Senior," and they look at me like I'm
I love
a
it.
fucking idiot.
Plus the way you say it, dude, you sound like authority.
You know,
The way you-
so.
Both of you guys got some badass voices, by the way. Especially you with your R&B voice.
Oh, the sexy boy.
Yeah.